get your kids out of your pockets and into their own. We've got Shruti and Guarav, franchise owners of the Celebree School, one of the locations here in Houston. So, you're both parents,
yes.
two kids. At what point did you realize you needed to teach your kids about financial literacy?
Well, when they started feeling that money grows on trees.
Oh, yes, yes, I know that feeling.
Well, I would say around when they turned like 4 or 5. Before that, we started telling them about money. But financial literacy, like, you have to save some, you cannot spend all of it. And, that parents do hard work to get the money, and it's not growing on trees.
Yeah, it's not growing on trees.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And basic fundamentals like how to save, how to share, and how do you earn your money. Those are the things that we can teach kids based on our day-to-day activities at home or in school, whenever we're in shopping market. So learning keeps on happening anytime and every time. That's how we feel it, yes.
Okay, and Shruti, you've been talking about this so much, you lost your voice.
Oh my God, yes. That's not the best time to lose voice, I'm telling you. And trust me on that now.
So it's been tough for me to try to explain to my 4-year-old how money works. Like, we've kind of we started using like a star system, right? What's your recommendation for trying to get that concept across? Because right now, like at this age, they just want all the things they see.
Well, you picked the right word, want. So first, when they are able to differentiate between wants and the needs, and as a parent, this is our job. I want anything. I want a race car. I want maybe, I don't know, maybe Eiffel Tower, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Do I need them?
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
So even, it starts from very small steps, like stepping into the grocery store. If you are, or as a parent, what we do is we try to set the expectations right. All the things happen beyond that, but we try to set the expectations right, that we are going in for this, and this. And these things are our needs. We are going for egg, we are going for bread, we are going for veggies, we are going for the rest of the things. They are our needs. And because we have a 5-year-old as well, our little one is 5. So when he is with us, and he would be like, I want this. Okay, let's talk about it. Is it a want or a need?
Oh, that's
it's
good.
My want. So, then he himself tries to figure out, oh, it's a want. And the expectation was just to find out what we need.
Okay, all right. So where do you go from there? Because mine will say, well, I want it, so why don't I have it? Yeah. Where do you go? What's the next step?
So I think it can get difficult when you're in a particular situation, especially in a case where you're out of the home and then you're in an alley where you're looking at things. I think sometimes, and it depends on the situation as well, sometimes you let the kids decide on their own, as Shruti mentioned, and let them figure out is that a need or a want. Most of the time, things of that nature, they kind of die down really quick. So they pick them up from the shelf and then they play with it for a few minutes and then they move on to the next one.
Okay.
So their wants keep on changing every now and then. Needs stay the same. And that's how you can really, make that experience for the child in a particular situation change by themselves.
Okay. And if we go together and I'm explaining, okay, jokes apart, I'm explaining wants and needs, but when it goes out of control, Daddy has to take care of it.
I love it. Put it on, Dad. You handle this one. So what if you're a parent who does want to get these wants for their child? Because I can be a sucker oftentimes. It's like, oh, well, you did have a good day at school. Is it okay to go ahead and get those wants, or is there more learning that's needed before we just start dishing them out?
So I think when you add the wants to an earning mechanism, that you want something, let's earn that. How do you earn to get your want? I think that's where the kids really feel a connection very quickly.
Okay.
Because if they know that they want something on their birthday or on the next weekend they want something. So let's earn to get to that want, and that's how you can relate both the things, earn and a want. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes we can spoil them too,
Yeah.
every now and then. But yes, definitely they have to earn it. Even they behaved good.
Yeah.
So acknowledge, first of all, and then let's see, is it a point towards the wants, So
Okay. So make sure you acknowledge, like, don't just
definitely
throw
Don't
it in
just
the
give them,
basket.
yeah,
No.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Acknowledge that they did something that helped them earn that, if that's the
exactly.
case.
Even if, let's say, I was going with the grocery store example, and now they did good. They understood this was want, this was need. We came out of store. Acknowledge. Tell them that I saw what you did there. You found out that it was your want, it was your need, and you did good there, right?
yeah.
We see that.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, but we understand that, you did it.
Kids are always difficult to, at every stage you have to understand what the child is going through. As an adult, we can always try to impose things on them, but we don't really know what's going on in their head. So these are the things, when you interact with them, when you acknowledge, when you communicate back, you build that understanding with the child.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break,
Sure.
and then we're going to come back with some things that we can do, especially with the little ones,
Oh,
to help
yes.
them learn about earning and money and how all that works.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's not on trees. Okay.
It's not on trees.
We'll be right back after this. Celebree School, one of the locations here in the Houston area, and we've got your two kids with us as well, Isha and Ian. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us on Chat with Chelsea.
My pleasure.
Okay, we are ready to teach some kids about money, right?
Yes.
All right, so we talked about wants and needs and helping them understand that. So let's talk about this activity that you have to. People can do this at home, right?
Yeah, it's super easy. We just took a trifold cardboard, and you have a needs and a want section, and then you make it fun and interactive with the kids. They engage. You have flashcards, put a glue stick, and then ask them, what is a need, what is a want, and let them decide and put things on the board. That helps them to understand the difference between needs and wants. Yes.
Very cute. So you could print out pictures or just
Yes.
write words and things like that.
Easy, yeah.
Okay, all right. Isha, what is a need? Let's start there. I'm going to write one of my needs down. Let's see. With a picture. Okay. My need is tacos. Does that count?
Ooh,
Does that
yes.
count? Can I put it on the inside? Food. Okay, that counts. Absolutely. All right. Ian, do you agree? Okay, he says yes. All right, so then what is a want? What is a want, Isha? What's one of your wants? Let me grab one of these. So this is what we would put on the want side. I'm going to go with, Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Maserati. Is that all right? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, I'm going to put that on my board. Got it. Okay. Easy activity. Love it. How would you change it if you have older kids, maybe? Would you do it the same way?
You can ask them to have the flashcards as well. You can be creative with older kids depending on the age group. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, more thing is, let's say, if they want something, they always want something.
They always want something.
So, yeah, you want it, it's okay. And you figure out that it's something that you want to keep right now. What to do to get it.
Yes.
Okay.
So reiterate
Yeah.
that what the categories are and that this costs money. And then do you also often tell your kids, this is how much this item costs?
At times, yes.
Okay.
At times, yes, because they should know. And for example, with Isha, what we do is if she likes something, we're like, okay, this is one, check something else, how much it is. Now, do you want to spend all of it on just one thing? Or you want to buy two? Or you want to save? So all that, because, and then she starts to think, okay, maybe if it's $50, I don't want to spend all 50 here. Let me just spend 20, 25 and save 25 for next.
And you can go a little bit on some key topics, like bank account, savings account, checking account. So depending on the kid's age, you can even talk with them about stock markets, bonds, anything. So like, for example, I gave her a task a few weeks ago and asked her to just Google things and tell me what index means, what is a mutual fund means. And she did a pretty good job.
Isha, are you already learning how to work the market, girl? I love it. Okay, this is blowing my mind because I really didn't even know about that stuff until I was much older. So this is great, getting an early start.
Yes.
All right, so you mentioned learning about like saving and all that. So tell us about this activity.
Okay, so this one here we have spend, and we have here save, and this is the share box. And we can make this from ordinary home items, a box of candy or a jar, a mason jar.
Or wipes, because I recognize
exactly.
these. Yeah, those are wipes.
And then these we have here, printed money that we can do it at home, Monopoly money, whatever it is, a dollar bill, and then a smaller stack for spend. A little taller span for saving.
Okay.
And then for sharing also, because you want to give it back to the community, you want to share with others as well.
Isha, what's one of the things that you've learned from using this system?
I've learned that it's important to have little priorities. You can't have everything at once, and if you have priorities, it's easy to say, okay, I want to save my money for a car, or I want to spend my money for a movie. And then based on how you do it, you see how it's easier to manage the money.
I love that. Are you saving for something yourself?
Yes.
That grin says it all. Yes. She's like, I'm almost there.
Almost there.
Nice. All right. Okay, what's something else that you can do as well with the little ones?
Well, they love to color, they love to cut, they love all these colors too.
Yes.
So even mason jar, or how we talked about the wipes box, or any boxes you find in home, you can just give them colors, let them color.
Okay.
Let them be creative. Glue, papers, stickers, just stick there, and then now it's their jar.
I love that.
Right.
Ian, what's your favorite color? Do we know his favorite color? My son loves some green, so I think that's what I'll roll with. Ian, you like blue? Okay, let's get Ian some blue over here. All right, we're gonna do some coloring because we want to make sure that we create a bank.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Piggy bank.
And this is old school now.
Exactly.
But y'all say it still works.
That's where we started learning about saving money, actually, because earlier there was no sources like now we have at the tip of our finger, So now
Yes, you can.
kids know that, okay, there is a bank where they can save, or they can, like for Isha, she can put in stocks, like we do it for her. She picked the stocks for herself, and now when we were kids, piggy bank.
Yeah,
Old school.
So even though everything's digital now, you would say it's still important to have something, that they can have in their hand to help understand how money works.
Yes, like now on your show right now, Ian just lost his tooth, his wiggly tooth.
Wow! And everything happens on Chat with Chelsea.
Yes, and look at that. And now the tooth fairy will come.
Yes.
And when tooth fairy will come, where will the money go?
Oh, this is very good. Okay, Ian, how much do we want from the Tooth Fairy? Say whatever number you want. It's on TV, so they're going to have to pay.
Just enough to buy his Corvette, that's good.
Oh, that's all.
Of course.
Yeah. So worth a Corvette, one tooth.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
One tooth,
guys, this is so cool. I'm going to keep coloring, and we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after this. I want to thank you for watching another episode of Chatting with Chelsea. I completed my piggy bank. It's Chelsea's Maserati fun. Okay, right there. And then Isha, you have another one for your board, huh? Oh, Lambo. Look at this. This girl. Okay, keep playing the stock market. You'll get it. Okay, Ian, you've got your picture. I feel like that falls into the need category.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need rainbows.
We need rainbows. Thank y'all so much for coming and teaching us how to teach our kids about money. Any final thoughts before we go?
Well, it's never too late to talk about money. If, let's say, now you feel that you should talk to your kids, but they are maybe in high school or even adults, you know, go with what they want. Let them have a goal and let them save for it. Don't just say, oh, mama, daddy got money, you got it.
Don't just do that. Okay.
No.
All right. Good stuff. So, and they always want something. So it's good to tie it, and then they'll start learning, even if they're older.
Correct.
Oh, great advice.
Earn proudly, share kindly, and save smart.
I
There
love
you go.
that. Yes. Get the bins going, okay? Get those going. All right, guys. You can keep up with us on social media at Chelsea Show Fox, and we'll see you on the next Chatting with Chelsea.